to you from San Francisco State University's Broadcasting Department in Studio 1. I'm Sabrina Mora.
And I'm Veronica Kunz-Ravong, and this is Under SF, Survival of the Artists. This season is dedicated to the local artists who make San Francisco such an inspirational city.
San Francisco is a city recognized worldwide for its gourmet cuisine, professional sports, diverse communities, and booming tech industry. From
North Beach to the Mission District, you're guaranteed to find traditional sounds and images side by side with the avant-garde.
There's always something new to explore in this ever-changing city of ours.
Whether it's walking through the Fillmore or using the Rainbow Crosswalk in the Castro, you'll find yourself surrounded by art and the artists who create it.
Unfortunately, many such artists are at risk of being displaced every day due to rising costs and a lack of affordable housing.
Today, we're going to take a look at the city's jazz scene, as well as the impacts that gentrification has had on these artists.
But first, I'd like to share a little bit of history with you. In the 1940s, jazz gained popularity from coast to coast. The Fillmore District was a hub for many musicians and listeners to play and hang out.
Since then, the Fillmore has gone through many changes, including the displacement of many low-income families, as well as the closing of countless Black-owned businesses and music venues that couldn't withstand the rising costs.
Despite the gentrification of the Fillmore, jazz can still be found all over the city.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of venues that help keep that jazz spirit alive in San Francisco. And later, we'll bring you a performance by a group called Royal Jelly Jive, whose genre is rooted in that same jazzy spirit.
Let's head over to the Mission District to a great little spot called Cafe Revolution.
My name is Gerald Beckett, and I play flute here in and around San Francisco and the Bay Area. There's a lot of places to play here, and people are very appreciative. You know, whether you're playing at SF Jazz or in a local place like here at the Revolution, you always have a good crowd that come out to appreciate live music. But most places are free. There's not a lot of venues where you actually have to pay to go in and hear music, because a lot of the establishments, they want music because it helps out their business. It gives them a different atmosphere besides playing recorded music, because live music is always better because it's spontaneous.
My name is Fred Johnson. I'm a drummer, singer. You want me to rap? I don't pretend to be a rapper, but I'm capable of doing that. Hip, hop, hip it to the hip it to the hip hip hop, and you don't stop or rock it to the bang bang boogie to up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. What I really am is a scat singer. That again.
Jazz is an original American art form. There's a lot of great musicians here in the Bay Area. I mean, some of them are famous, some of them are locally famous, internationally famous, but most of the time, wherever you go in the Bay Area, you're going to get really good music. I mean, on any given night, you're going to be able to find really talented musicians here. Well, San Francisco is a great city. I mean, for me, it's the best city in all the United States. I mean, you can't beat it for weather, you can't beat it for culture, for its diversity. I mean, it's just beautiful to be here.
The only way the arts have ever kept going is by the spirit and the motivation of the artists themselves. We find musicians, we play. We find a studio, we paint. We find people, we write poetry. We just do it.
Man, those cats are smooth.
They sure are.
If you'd like to check out the Jazz Revolution live, stop by Cafe Revolution every Sunday from 3:30 to 6:30. Be sure to tip the band when you enjoy the free show.
There's so many cool spots in San Francisco where anyone can enjoy live music and even get up and play.
When we come back from a short break, we'll take you to another spot that welcomes anyone who wants to jam with some of the city's jazz professionals.
Regulars at Cafe International were willing to share some of their personal opinions about how displacement and gentrification has affected them and the place they call home.
Stay tuned for more on Under SF, Survival of the Artists. We'll be right back.
Heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It was good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
Hey everyone, welcome back to Under SF, Survival of the Artist.
If you're just joining us, today's episode is all about the musicians that keep jazz alive in our vibrant city.
Whether you're new to jazz or have been playing it for years, there's a place for you to jam with the locals.
Cafe International is one such place and hosts a jam session every Sunday from 5 to 9 p.m. Their back patio also has one of the most detailed murals around.
This Lower Haight Cafe attracts a wide array of musicians of many levels and styles. So whether you've been playing for years or haven't touched your instrument in forever, everyone's welcome to join, so as long as they keep up with the band. Let's take a look at what last Sunday had in store.
My name's Harmonica Dave Tracy. I come here once a week every Sunday from 4 till 9. And I play with this great bunch of jazz and blues musicians. And this is my great escape.
My name is Byron Briggs, and I'm a jazz trumpeter and flugelhornist. I love jazz because it's the lifeblood of the human race. Up and down, sad and happy, rich and poor. I love art because it gives an individual, especially children, a chance to express themselves in a way that they couldn't do it verbally or on paper. Art to me is the backbone of society. I play my trumpet and flugelhorn every day.
Gerald Bryant. Gerald like the president, Bryant like the street. Right now, I'm a jazz musician. I spend my time walking and playing good jazz music. Most of the problem with jazz music is nobody plays jazz music anymore. It's sad, but it's true. You know why? Because there's no money in it. Good music is lost.
My name is Ricky Wilson. I sing, baby. Jazz and blues is a way of life, baby. It's what takes and makes the world go round. There's always a message in the music. You must keep the arts and music alive, baby. It's a battle, baby. We fight. We fight to keep live music. We fight to keep the art, keep it on stage, keep it where it can be seen. Why do you want to hide it and take it away?
In the beginning, there was earth, water, air, and fire. This was the most delicate balance God's children admired for its emotions, sensation, thinking, intuition, to bear life's cross, to master it consciously, not to mention through the mastery of the aquarium, the scorpion, the tauri, and the lion. These are the four cornerstones you see which border human personality. Royal Kent, producer, spoken word artist, Copus Music, San Francisco. It's free up, you know? It's sort of like reggae or any other kind of music. It just frees you up. What I've learned over time is that if you claim San Francisco as your home, then you have a way to go. You're gonna be at home, no matter whatever else. It's a sign of the times. Claim the town, man. Just claim it as your own and make a way.
We hope you enjoyed our visit to these cafes.
When we come back from a short commercial break, we'll sit down with the vocalist who has made her mark in San Francisco by bringing back the styles of gypsy jazz with her band Royal Jelly Jive.
Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Now it's our turn. Go to ourturntohelp.org and donate what you can. Hope is on the way.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
I got pregnant, and I was the main one working, so I did what I had to do to survive.
Sentía que la escuela no era para mí.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier.
My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person.
Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off.
Sentí como que si quiero cambiar el mundo, tengo que cambiar a mí primero.
I could not have gotten my diploma without my family.
Mi consejera, ella fue lo máximo para mí porque me ayudó mucho con todo.
I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
Yeah, it's hard, but keep on going and keep on trying.
The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hey, and welcome back. Our next guest is a San Francisco State graduate and the lead singer of the band Royal Jelly Jive.
Please welcome our special guest, the very talented Lauren Bielde. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Where is that from? Where is that last name?
It's Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Thanks.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. How would you describe the style of your band and how did you meet?
That's a great question. I'm trying to coin the term soul jive because we're rockin' and funky and we really like to light up a dance party and get really funky and deep and groovy at the same time. So it's definitely its own sound, and yeah, I don't know. You'll have to tell me what you think after you play.
Oh my gosh! Well, I've been listening to your music all week, and it's incredible. And you guys started in San Francisco, correct? And now where are you guys performing? What are you doing?
Sure. Actually, this music really started right here at San Francisco State University in the bass rooms when Tyden and I were playing some, like, I don't know, he was playing funky bass lines and I was singing whatever melodies I had, and that's sort of how it started. An old ensemble with a different name, and then we had Felix join us, and over the next few years, all the rest of these cats kind of came in. Everybody knew each other through the music scene.
That's amazing.
So it took about 6 years for us to finally feel that we had our solid form.
That's amazing. So you guys lived here, and unfortunately, you don't live here anymore. Most of you don't live here anymore, right?
That's right.
Only
Actually, two of us are left here out of the 5 that lived here in the city. As you guys know about rent prices and everything, musicians and all kinds of artists are being displaced. So a couple years ago, I moved out to the East Bay and lived there about a year. And then if you really want to fully commit to music, you know, you've kind of got to give up and cut the ties. I don't know how a few of these guys have maintained holding on to something for so long, but when you have to pick up and leave every week, it's really hard to maintain those sort of connections.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Where do you perform? Because I know you don't just perform in the city, you also perform big venues now.
Yeah, so actually we just were at the Great American Music Hall last Friday with a big masquerade we have called the Spirit Ball. A few months ago we had a nearly sold out show for our big CD release of our new album, Stand Up. And so outside the city, we do a tour. We do a circuit from San Diego to Seattle. We do that every few months. We just made it out to Colorado for the first time this summer. And I don't know, we're busy every weekend going somewhere else, just staying busy and playing shows.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier, you also mentioned you guys started out as small too, and you guys were able to like branch out, and you guys are now performing at festivals and whatnot. So how does San Francisco, the East Bay in general, how does that influence your music?
Oh, well, San Francisco, the East Bay and the center of the Bay Area has influenced our music a lot. I mean, just the fact that we were born at the Boom Boom Room, we say. We had our old ensemble had a residency there every fourth Wednesday. And this sort of happened by musicians sort of joining us on stage and playing these like really funky, groovy lines, music that just sort of made people dance and made us all feel good and want to keep playing, and people wanted us to keep playing. And so you sort of perpetuate just feeling good, and you want to keep the party going. And so, I mean, I feel like we have that the funkiness of what we have comes from the Boom Boom Room, and we also have this great hip-hop quality, and a lot of these guys are inspired by the jazz and blues musicians who have been living in the Bay Area for a long time.
Your music is definitely very upbeat, I would say, even on more serious topics. But anyways, thank you so much for talking with us today, Lauren.
Of course,
we're so happy to have you here, and we're very excited to hear your band play a little bit later.
Awesome. Thanks.
rainbows, dirt on my knee. I could roam and ramble, I'm begging for peace. It's not a story that ends so well. I drank the potion, I cast a spell. Oh, maybe if I was a better girl, I'd be good and I'd be true. But I'm bad and it's a crazy world, so I'm singing this for you. Bad. It breaks my heart that I feel this way, but there's nothing left that I can do. I've got nothing left to say, so I'm singing this for you.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
This is the moment I knew his future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
That was absolutely incredible. You can purchase Royal Jelly Jive's newest album called Stand Up on iTunes, Spotify, and Amazon.
Thank you to Royal Jelly Jive for making our first episode so special.
Sure. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
Thank you.
We would also like to give special thanks to Cafe International and their Sunday crew, as well as Revolution Cafe's Revolution Band.
We hope you enjoyed our tour of San Francisco's jazz scene. I'm Veroni Kunzravong.
And I'm Sabrina Mora, and you're watching Under SF, Survival of the Artist. See you next time.
I heard there's an elixir for my fleeting heart. A dose of this or that.